serious talking about anime. Guess it's important to hear what they say. Argue over weapons throughout night and day. Now that you listen to the Rand Cafe.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Animac here from the YouTube and Twitch channel Anime Uproar, and welcome to another episode of the Rand Cafe Anime Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the best squads in anime, our favorite anime squads. And joining me today, we got Hiding in Public back in the house.
Oh, it's been a while.
It has been a while. And there's a reason for that. It's your terrible takes and opinions, Hiding.
I'm pretty
I
high
think
class.
he's got great taste and great opinions, and that's why I always invite him back.
Yeah, that's always
not
why
like
I
you
never
just got-
disagree with Briggs.
True. I
No,
mean,
the best is when Hiding votes for my character, even though he hasn't seen the series. Just full trust.
no,
I
yeah,
love it.
I agree. Hiding is pretty great. In appropriate doses, though.
Oh,
Okay.
and we
Also
don't have a
joining
chair
us-
that creaks. My apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also joining us today, we got Noble from Lost Paws, a good old friend.
Thank you. Thanks for calling me old, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
I needed that. Definitely.
You're a dinosaur, man.
I'm a boomer of the anime industry now.
Your memes are outdated, bro.
Oh shit! God damn.
I'm kidding.
How could you
That's
say
worse.
that?
That's worse than spitting on you. I'm sorry. I take that back.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
And of course, we also got Briggs from All Day Anime Briggs.
What up, Chad lads? Always good to be here. Sadly, Nuxie Boy is traveling right now, but he'll be back next week.
Yeah. So Nux is en route right now.
What are you talking
Somewhere.
about, fan base? I'm right here.
God, he's in the call.
Yeah, he just entered the call. Like, he's ever present. His essence haunts us constantly.
Yeah.
By the way, just to let you all know, the One Piece Virgin podcast has finally come out, everybody. For all of you who have been waiting for it, the first episode is now up. We are available on Spotify and still waiting to get approved on Apple Podcasts and some other things. And we're also available on the YouTube channel, the Rand Cafe YouTube channel. The first episode is live. We're going to be streaming it weekly on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So definitely join us. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting into One Piece. I'm enjoying it so far. And basically, the day we started the podcast, Oda was like, yes, we're going to do a live-action One Piece series on Netflix because he was so excited about the podcast. So,
Yeah, just
a
for
lot of
you,
crazy
Animac,
things are
right?
happening.
Just for you.
Yeah.
I'm honestly
You
so
wait.
proud. I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm kind of jealous that you're experiencing the series for the first time, but I'm happy to experience it again along with you.
Yeah, and I mean, the coincidence, right? Oda, all these years, over 20 years, he doesn't want a live action. Then I start reading, and he's like, let's do the live action. It's like, it's like I finally completed what I wanted to complete. Now I have to do something new. We need that live action.
Or Otis saw me finally after a year of watching One Piece catching up, and he was like, "I have to do the live action now."
I think it's a combination of things, Noble.
That's right. He stalks both of us.
Yeah.
You never know.
I feel like if I was like a famous mangaka, I would just randomly follow some YouTubers who like talk about my stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, these guys fucking love me.
I would reply to them. Your theory's wrong.
Imagine.
Get
He
fucked.
just trolls his fan base. Lol, you think the One Piece is that? Lol.
Yeah, he just goes to his own like subreddit, the One Piece subreddit. and
Apparently,
he's just
he said that
"You're all stupid."
if someone guesses the One Piece, he's gonna change it. Like, he
Yeah,
has multiple endings in mind.
Well, he can't change it anymore. I don't think. I think he already confirmed he can't change it.
He can't change it anymore. I remember at one point, though, in an interview, he said that if anyone guesses what the One Piece is or how the series will end, he's just gonna change it because he has multiple
Yeah,
endings in mind.
Yeah.
You know what's
Actually,
crazy?
he did change it because one person did guess it.
Really?
Yeah, so he changed it.
It
Was
was
that
me.
person
I
the one
guessed
that
it.
said it's friendship?
Well, no, it's not. He confirmed it's not friendship.
All right.
Yeah, because
we'll
someone
save
guessed.
all this talk for the One Piece podcast. What are we doing today, Animac?
Yeah. So can you believe now that I'm reading One Piece, I changed the subject to One Piece? Like, what is going on, guys?
I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we thought we'd just do today a fun discussion about what we consider to be the best squads in anime. So, for example, Black Bulls, Seven Deadly Sins.
Straw Hat Pirates, baby.
Yes.
Back to
I don't
One
know-
Piece.
I don't know enough about them yet, but also like the boys featuring Nezuko from Demon Slayer, and the boys, I mean Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro. I love those four.
Oh,
So
so it's
yeah.
only like dudes or like what
No,
kind of
it can
squad?
be like Nezuko counts too.
Okay,
But
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying the boys, the three of them, and Nezuko. I feel like them four are a squad.
Yeah, there's a lot of squads. Squads.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to talk about our favorite ones. Does anyone want to start?
I feel like I shouldn't go first because I want to talk about the Straw Hat Pirates, but we should talk about something else. Noble,
Oh,
hiding. What do you guys want to start off with?
Oh wow! Put me on the spot. Put your guest on the spot. When
That's
we
what
don't
I do
even
here
know.
at Rat Cafe.
That's actually kind of a toxic move, homie.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's what
I said
Frank
both
is.
your names. I mean, I'm sure one of you guys with your unlimited anime
obviously,
knowledge. I thought you guys were
one of the
anime
ones that
veterans. You
stood
can't
out-
think of a fucking squad, Noble.
I have squads, but like I think the obvious one I have to go with is the Akatsuki, is because I think out of all the Naruto squads, and they actually had like units of Naruto, Sakura, and fucking Sasuke. That squad broke up. That's the worst squad you could probably choose.
I was gonna
in
say,
this.
what? You're choosing the Akatsuki over Team 7?
Like no, that the cool thing about the Akatsuki is like they all kind of were misfits, but they all kind of got together and kind of had like a family thing going, even though some of them didn't really care for one another. And like that was kind of neat how they were going out to change the world in their own way, but doing the wrong thing about it. So like it's like one of the villain groups in Naruto that stood out the most. And once like I feel like Pain was defeated, I don't think the author knew what he was doing at that point. Because like that was like the thing that was the most interesting. Like the Akatsuki, like they were always so built up and everything was cool about them. They had all these cool members from different villages around the world, like all these strong ninja that did amazing things. And then they got defeated, and it was just like, introduce these bullshit villains in Boruto, and like I honestly I feel like Naruto ended with the Akatsuki because they were just so cool.
I mean, that's a fair comment, and also I appreciate your correct pronunciation of Naruto. Only you and Double Four Anime.
My man. Okay.
Yo, quick thank you to Jen Marie Says for the 5,000 bits. Our sponsor is back.
Yeah, our
Ta-da.
official sponsor of the Rank Cafe Anime Podcast. Thank you, Jen Marie. Are you going to be watching the One Piece Virgin podcast, Jen Marie? Let us know.
Also, Johnny Let's Talk Anime donated 500 bits to ask about Fairy Tail. And Nuxie Boy isn't here, so I'm not talking about Fairy Tail. Anyone else?
Oh yeah, Nux would definitely talk about the Fairy Tail Guild. He believes that the true protagonist of Fairy Tail is the Fairy Tail Guild itself. He loves it. He loves all the different characters, how they come together, and how they drive the story. And he would tell you about all the deep philosophy of the Fairy Tail Guild at length. But unfortunately, he's not here, so fuck Fairy Tail. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, feels bad. No
I
Fairy Tail.
I personally don't dislike Fairy Tail. I just think it's one of those anime that doesn't like get me super excited, but when I watch it, it's entertaining. But it's not something that sticks with me. It's like I love this so much. But definitely has memorable characters.
Yeah, it's definitely character driven. Oh my god, Jen Marie Says dropped another 5,000 bits for the One Piece
Wowee.
podcast love.
Damn.
Thank you.
Damn.
Thank you, Jen Marie.
Oh,
So Jen Marie is down for the One Piece podcast.
On the
Excellent.
note of One Piece, I can't. Oh, Nux just messaged us saying he misses us. Miss you too, bro.
Aw.
What was I saying? Probably something One Piece related. The
Yeah,
Straw
yeah.
Hat Pirates. So, like, the one thing I love about the Straw Hats is, one, they all have insane goals, and they follow, obviously, Luffy, who has the most insane goal of all. But, like, because they're doing it together, they could kind of achieve those dreams. It's like they could all chase something super ambitious and super insane, like, together. I love the trust that they have in one another, and the respect and trust they have for their captain, who seems like a simple-minded idiot. Like, I don't want to get too much into it, especially since Animac is experiencing it for the first time right now on the One Piece
Yeah.
Virgin. But I love the dynamic between those characters.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying. So far, we only have Luffy, Zoro, and Nami isn't official yet. But I could definitely see how these characters are going to be really interesting because they're interesting on their own, and then their interplay is already very entertaining to me. So I can see how this is going to become a very enthralling experience. And I'm super excited and grateful to everyone who has been like enjoying the One Piece Virgin podcast in the comments and stuff. Everyone's been really supportive, and they're like, "Yes, we love this. I can't wait for this." So I I feel honored, guys. Thank
Yeah, and it's not just like their dreams, but also they all bring a different skill to the table that like helps like Luffy
Like their
reach
crew
his
of a
journey type of
ship or
thing.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one's a navigator, one's a helmsman, one's an engineer.
But
one's
come on, one's got to be a musician. You can't have a ship without a nice musician, man.
Yeah, dude. Someone's got to lift the spirits. You know, someone's got to sing the sea shanties.
Yo ho ho, yo
Oh, yeah.
ho ho.
Yeah.
All
Sea
right.
shanties are an underrated musical just phenomenon. They're wonderful. That's my
Yeah.
that's my squad. My squad is sea shanties. No. I guess I'll go with my first group. This is a kind of normal one. I have some dumb ones kind of listed. I'll start with a normal one. So mine would be the third years. You can basically cut this show up in any way you want for squads. But the pick I'm gonna go for is like the third years of the Karasuno team. Specifically Sugawara, Asahi, Daichi, and Kyoko. The way that they interact together, the sort of like bonding they have, how they keep the team together, how they kind of usher in and I guess protect, like good seniors do, you know, to kind of bring in the rest of the team.
And I love how like they're not the like best players on the team, but they kind of without them the entire team would fall apart, right?
Yeah. So it's like Sugawara has that ability to bring people together whenever like Kageyama's getting in his head, and Daichi is, aside from Nishinoya, the best receiver on the team. It's
Yeah,
just
and
they're all really
without
great.
him
And then
receiving-
Asahi never does anything important past his arc episode for some reason. I
Without
thought they were doing so much more with his character. He's cool though.
he's a really cool character. No, but without Daichi like receiving properly, it wouldn't be able to get the Kageyama who sets Hinata up for the spike. So like it's everyone has their own role and they work together so well. I love my boys.
yeah, I think we're gonna need to do another podcast called the Haikyuu version for me.
Well, there's two oh well, yeah, okay. So maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't spoil this, but there's like one part where they are starting to like take a huge loss, and Kageyama's getting in his own head and everything, and Sugawara just comes in and just brings everybody together. He basically does everything Oikawa is doing, like without any of the like, I don't know, spookiness to it. I don't know. And so it's like he's instantly able to bring everyone together, despite the fact that you never see him on stage, on court. And then there's obviously the epic moment with Daichi where he fucking like is. Oh, sorry, bad words. Whoopsie. He knocks. I can't spoil it. He hurts himself. He hurts himself, but he's still like, no. I'm fine. They're a great group of people, and especially after all this is spoilers. Never mind. All right, I
It's
give
so
up.
hard. It's
You
so
know what
hard.
we should do? We should get a clip of Greta Thunberg or whatever. Whenever someone swears, and just like play her saying, "How dare you!"
I mean, I do have a swear button. Every time I say, you know, I can do that.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, this guy's got effects and shit. We're not.
He's in 2035.
Yeah,
That's
we're not
right.
on that level yet. But we had some mentions in the chat. Someone called PECA7 and then some other stuff said the Stardust Crusaders from Stardust Crusaders, JoJo's. I think they're a really cool squad. Some people said that everyone has their own unique reason to join, except for Kakyoin, who's just in it for the MILFs. But I mean, that's why I love him the most.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, but no, I think that part of JoJo's took a little while to grow on me because it seems kind of random at first. All these people come together, and Kakyoin is like first a bad guy, then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna join you guys." And Jotaro's such a dick to his mother for no reason. Why Jotaro? But
'Cause
it
he's a
was
tsundere.
cool. Yeah, true. But I liked how they ended up growing together as friends. I loved my boy Mohammed Avdol. Great guy.
Yes,
Iggy.
I am.
Can't forget Iggy. Yeah, so it ended up being like a great squad and truly stuck with me in the end. Respect.
Yeah. I gotta say, I didn't like the dog at first, but then towards the end, like I was like, Iggy, I love you, Iggy. No, like yeah,
Yeah,
good.
Iggy. Good guy.
good little doggo.
Yeah, at first he was kind of a dick to everyone because he didn't want to be there, but then, he proved himself to be a cool guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
who farted on everyone's face. Yeah.
Yes. We had multiple people talking about the Squirtle Squad from Pokemon.
Oh, that's a good
Squirtle
one.
Squad.
I should have thought of that one. Dang it.
No, one of
Yeah,
my favorites
definitely.
that people are mentioning is the Body Improvement Club from Mob Psycho.
Oh, heck yeah,
that's a
that's
great
another great
squad.
one.
That's the
One of the
Great
best
squad.
squads. I feel like
Nah,
although we
best
can't
boys.
we can't underrate the Squirtle Squad because the main Squirtle is wearing Kamina glasses.
that's
Like,
the
those
only reason
guys-
you like them.
They don't fuck around. They're a bunch of blue turtles who like took over a town and caused havoc. Like, you gotta respect it. They
I'm
were
pretty
running
sure those
like
episodes aired before Gurren Lagann too, so
yeah. Man, the
maybe
Squirtle
Kamina
Squad was
saw that and he was like,
Squirtle Squad was running like racketeering, prostitution, gambling. They were doing everything, bro.
yeah.
Before it was cool.
Oh, so in regards to the Body Improvement Club, I feel like a lot of times in anime and just in media in general, like jocks and us chads get a bad image, and I feel like
Whoa.
Mob Psycho kind of said it right. Sometimes we're just good bros, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they just want to help you improve and become the best person that you can possibly be.
Hell yeah.
It's very true.
No,
Might
yeah,
look
they're
big
such a
and scary,
great
but-
they're such a great group in terms of like self-improvement and self-development, which is something that I'm very interested in through philosophy and all that other type of stuff, right? I feel
Yeah,
like they're the most supportive like type of friends that you could possibly have, which is rare to find in the real world because so many people tend to be negative and complain a lot and blame everyone else for their problems and blame the world for all their, setbacks.
I mean, everyone
yeah,
wants a shortcut. Like everyone wants that quick way to success. And you get this one
Yeah.
fight where the member of the Body Improvement Club fights against a guy who basically like uses his psychic abilities to get super huge and strong. And of course, what's it called? They use psychic abilities to enhance the guy as well. But because his muscles were done over years of training, they were way more resilient and real compared to the person who wanted the quick fix. And I feel like that's
Yeah.
like a common message throughout Mob Psycho, where
Very
it's like,
common message. Don't do steroids.
don't do
Yeah.
steroids, yeah. But like in just because you have psychic powers and you're gifted doesn't mean that like that's all you need to do to be successful in life type of thing. That you can just rely on them 100%, and now that you have that, like you're better than everyone else type of
Yeah.
deal. Like in the end of the first season, what's his name? Reagan teaches those psychos a lesson.
No, I think that's definitely like a huge through line in Mob Psycho. That's just in general a good message. Is that there's no way to bypass hard work. There's no way to bypass it. There's no replacement for it. Hard work is hard work.
Yes, and I really like that as well because, again, it's about a guy that's incredibly overpowered with psychic abilities. So you would expect it to just be like psychic abilities, fighting psychic abilities, and like power creep and all the other stuff. But yet they put a lot of focus on everyday life and on things like the Body Improvement Club and working hard and not just relying on what is a crutch, essentially his psychic power, Mob. So yeah, I really respect Mob. He doesn't want to just be this overpowered psychic guy. He wants to actually work hard and be a normal person.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly kind of like even One Punch Man kind of says that. Like the Saitama, even though it's a joke how he got his power, the man does like 100 setups, crunches, and whatever, how many runs, miles a day. It's crazy. Like that's an insane thing to do. So in a sense, like that gives you the power of Saitama. In a
Yeah,
joking
it
He
sense.
shows
doesn't
you
get
the
the power
important-
from being magically isekai'd. He gets the power because he like strained himself to the absolute limits of his being in order to get there.
And I feel like there's a lesson in consistency there as well, even though it's not necessarily hard or like a lot of it would be hard for most people to do it. But what's it called? When the other heroes looked at that training regimen, like it looked like a joke. But I think there's something in consistency in like everything you do in life, whether it's YouTube or like work or anything like that. If you do something every single day, you're gonna get better at it and you're gonna see results versus someone who goes even harder but isn't consistent in what they do.
So this is completely, this is almost a non sequitur. It's the same topic, but it's not anime. The very end of BoJack is releasing tomorrow, and what you just said kind of like reminded me of this. There's this part in like season 3 at the very end where BoJack's running, and he falls on the ground because he's fat. And this baboon walks by, and he just like the season ends on this. It goes, it gets easier. I promise, it gets easier, but you have to do it every day. And that's how it ends.
Wow.
And I think that's just a really good message. It matches what we were saying. And BoJack's coming out tomorrow anyway, so it's on my mind.
I mean, that's interesting. I tried watching a few episodes of BoJack and I was bored out of my
The
mind.
first few suck. The first few episodes suck, but it gets really awesome.
Yeah, I didn't stick with it after like the first two. I was like, no.
It's basically like a parody of Family Guy for the first 3 episodes, and then it slowly dips in. Probably by episode 8, you'll know what kind of show you're gonna see.
Yeah, but it's weird because Family Guy is already a parody of The Simpsons, and you know, The Simpsons is a parody of the modern American family, so it's like parody of a parody of a parody.
They're parodying adult comedy.
It's become a genre at this point. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some people in the chat, including AKMMALL, say Konosuba Squad from Konosuba.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good squad. I mean,
Yeah,
you
so
got a bunch of oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, you got a bunch of misfits that all come to a little party together, like the people that are specializing in just defense, one that specializes in just attack, one that's kind of the brains of the operation, and one that's completely useless. I mean, like
That sounds like
I mean-
the entire like thing of a group project right there. You got one person who does absolutely nothing, one person who does it all, one person that's only good at one thing and sucks at everything else.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
I mean- Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm sorry. It's a classic squad, you know. We got Megumin, Kazuma, Aqua.
Shut the front door. God damn it. I know what I love
mean-
about it is like I don't think I like any of the characters. Like I don't love any of the characters individually, other than maybe Kazuma. But as a squad, I fell in love with the show because they like their interactions are so well together and they combine so well. And it's just like it's just weird that like I wouldn't include any of them in like my favorite characters list, but together they're like absolutely amazing.
I mean, yeah, I love that squad too. I think that Megumin not even existing would not take much away from it at all.
Oh,
But
okay, dude.
like, think about it. Like Megumin adds nothing. Like you have Kazuma, who's the cool regular guy, self-insert dude with a sense of humor. You have Aqua, the useless one. You have Darkness, the masochist, and Megumin adds nothing.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. You got Kazuma, you got Aqua, and you got Megumin.
Megumin
a really great
adds
squad together.
nothing hiding. Megumin adds nothing.
Megaman adds humor to the show.
All she adds is moe, and I don't care for it. So
Well,
I'm
she
sorry,
has the
guys.
explosions. She has
Yeah,
the like
she also
sin
saves
stuff.
their bacons a lot. Without Megaman, they wouldn't have been able to solve a lot of situations they were
true.
in.
She also has a lot more personality traits than
Yeah,
well,
like
no, I guess
like
that's all
what?
the characters. Yeah, just Kazuma, Aqua, and Megumin. Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you're so insecure in your views that you have to like block stuff out in your mind because Darkness is best girl. Well, too bad hiding because everyone
I
on
can
this
spit my water.
everyone on this stream knows that Darkness is best girl.
No,
Okay,
I'm just
buddy.
going
Okay.
for it for the meme.
No,
I mean, I do
know.
agree. Darkness is best girl, but I still
Thank
view Megaman as essential to the crew.
At
No, I
least
mean, it is-
viable. You would at least
is
call
a-
her viable.
Yeah.
No, it is a good crew though. The only thing is, like, I love Kazuma. I love that he has a sense of humor, unlike many of these isekai protagonists who are
That's
just kind
true.
of like there. But one thing that I always hold against him is that when he has like Darkness or like Aqua throwing themselves at him, he doesn't seal the deal. And I know that's the point, and it's supposed to be funny, and you're supposed to relate to it if you're a virgin or whatever. But to me, it's like, bro, just seal the deal, man.
The OVA he takes it pretty far.
I've seen the OVA.
The season 2, it's the one like it's like, oh no, I'm gonna die if my greatest pleasures aren't.
Yeah, but he doesn't even go through with it. He goes far, but he doesn't go through it. That's the bath scene, right?
I think
That's
no.
one of them. Yeah.
Oh, was it the bath scene? I thought that was actually part of the season.
The bath scene was part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what are you talking about?
I think he
When
like
they-
gropes him or something. There's
There's-
definitely like.
I know what
No,
you're
like,
talking
they're-
about hiding. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was something like he had to like fulfill something or else he dies, and he still
Yeah.
didn't end up.
Yeah, like I think in the bath scene he thought it was dreaming or something,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
even
so
in
he
his
was doing all the
dream
Lewd.
he didn't like seal the deal, even though Darkness was clearly like, all right, let's go. And then I was like, you're dead to me, Kazuma.
Dude,
Adam
maybe
Mack just
Kazuma's
wants everything to be a
masochist himself.
hentai.
Who knows?
Look, dude, it's all about building it up. You don't just put it in there, all right? You fucking build it up. You make it fun, homie.
Yeah,
So
you
enjoy-
build it up.
At the end of the
Foreplay.
day, there's no fun building it up if you don't get the nut.
I think they were interrupted before the fun happened. So
No, I
that's
know,
all
but
I'm saying.
that's such a cliche that it frustrates me a bit. That it's like, you're in a fantasy world with these beautiful women and Megumin, I guess, and like you're not doing anything. Come on. Point is, love Konosuba Squad regardless of Kazuma's faults.
Wow. Wow. There's another squad, speaking of that somewhat ecchi, that I feel deserves a lot of spotlight, and I hope you guys have viewed or read Prison School. The Boys
Dude,
in
of
Prison.
course.
Fucking hell, that squad is close to my heart. Those are the biggest kinds of degenerate bros that you could ever hope to go with. 5 dudes go to an all-girls school where they are highly against these dudes. And so these guys, as a unit, together are determined to get themselves a girlfriend and also do perverted shit together. But that somehow ropes them into a prison cell. This is just the episode 1. And they have to try and fight their way out of there using, I guess, some clever tricks. And so they can get some lewd pics of girls or some stupid shit. Just do some. They just want girlfriends. That's all I want, man. And like some of the stuff that they do, like one of the guys, I forgot his name, the guy with the glasses, he fakes like having to take a shit and does some bad stuff just so he can get his homie out of the prison to get something for him, like an anime, I think, or something like that, so he can go out and do it. Like he goes through the most embarrassing shit, like shitting himself.
The brotherhood in that show. Oh my god, it's
That
actually so good. I feel like we don't talk about Prison School at all, and I don't know why. It's amazing.
Speaking of school, it actually reminds me of the daily lives of high school boys.
Oh
And
yeah,
those guys are a good crew.
yeah, they were hilarious, dude. They were funny.
The one scene with the guy and his sister's panties.
It's just like, we would
dude.
never steal your panties. He looks over and he sees like the bra under her shirt. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was such a good episode. Short. The episodes are short, but good stuff.
No, they're 24. Well, I mean, they're broken up, but
they
yeah.
break. That's what I mean. They break them up into like different things.
Mhm.
What else do we have?
I got another lewd squad I could do as my second. It's
Okay.
very
Mhm.
topical. Ishizoka Reviewers, who's recently
yeah.
got an adaptation. So Crimvile, the Fudanari angel, Stunk, the just normal human guy, and Zell, the elf, all going around hooking up with all different species of people and raiding them. They're a very, very good squad. They play off of each other very well. You know, Stunk is really into elves, and Zell is not. And
Yeah, Zell is
Crimvale
into
very
something
shy.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Crimvale is very shy, but is the most impressive of the bunch. It's a pretty good show so far, even though the 3rd episode is like teetering so close to just being hentai at this point.
Yeah, I actually, me and Noble and Nux watched the first episode together. Me watching it for the first time
It's
good.
so
last
good.
week. It was hilarious. It was
It's so
absolutely
good.
hilarious. Like I was like, "What is this? Is it gonna be a disaster?" But it ended up being hilarious.
What
I think
I'm
it's one of the best
so
of the season.
yeah, same.
Yeah, it's
what
the
I'm
best
so
anime this
surprised
season.
about it is that no social justice warriors have been like writing like articles about it. Like
It's because it's not really out there. It's not on Crunchyroll. I don't think it's on
That's true.
Funimation. It's like
It's
not
also
on.
early, man. You know, when they realize they can get hate clicks from it, they'll do it.
well, I'm looking forward to it. I want people to write articles, and then I can make videos about
I
it.
am kinda
I was
surprised.
so surprised. I'm like, how is no one hating on this? Like, it's not even.
Yeah, you're waiting to dunk on articles.
it's so
for
funny.
you.
It's almost
It's so
too
funny.
easy. I like. I'm gonna
It's
make some
honestly
fake
the
accounts
best.
and do it myself. God damn it.
The side squad as well, I'm going to throw in there. Kanchao, which is the halfling, and Bruise, which is just like a giant bear man.
Oh yeah,
They're also really great.
those dudes. Yeah, I remember them vaguely.
Oh gosh. And also episode 3, spoilers, they go to a place and they drink a potion to change their gender or change their sex. And then the first thing they're like is like, "Whoa, bro, undress. I want to see
Yeah.
what you look like." "Whoa, that's what you look like?" Dude, like that's
And that
true
is
bros.
that
That's
is
true bros.
that is exactly what bros would do in that
I mean,
situation.
That's how you enter the
100%.
D club, right? You know, you got to see each other's wieners. That's the D club.
Oh no,
That's how
no,
you
they
know
don't have
you're
wieners.
home.
They took the sex change.
I know.
Potion.
I'm
It's gamer
yes.
time.
No, but I mean, it is true that we've all seen each other's wieners here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
dude.
part of the initiation to be a guest on Rank Cafe.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
This is
canon
why.
now.
Yeah, you're part of the cool kids now.
Well, and then when you do get in, you get you become a member of one of the best squads, or one of two. We got the One Piece boys, the Rank Cafe boys, and the Apex boys. Truly the greatest squads in anime.
Yeah, Apex Boys is just Briggs, Nux, and Rustage, though.
Gamer time.
Yeah.
So I've
We
done
don't-
2. Is someone else missing 2?
We had a few people talking about Ginyu Force, but I don't care about Ginyu Force that much.
Yeah, I mean, they were there for comedic purposes, I feel. Not really that...
Yeah, it's not like they're an interesting aspect of the story for a while, but I wouldn't call them as one of the best squads. I mean, they're eccentric, I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, they're
Oh
not
shit!
very
I forgot
relevant.
about Hitman Reborn, the Vongala Mafia. It's actually such a sick squad. It's been so long since I've watched it. Someone mentioned it in chat. I had to at least mention it, but I loved a lot of the side characters, especially
Yeah, I feel like-
Lambo.
A lot of people have a hard time getting into Hitman Reborn because it's older and the animation is clearly older.
And
so-
the first 20 or 30 episodes start off as a comedy, and then it starts turning into like a shonen like battle series later on.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
comedic aspects in the early episodes. Like when the protagonist blocks the volleyball shot with his nuts. Oh, very sophisticated humor over here at the Rank Cafe.
Yeah. We've gone to the peak of anime humor. I'm trying to think of like another one that I really like, and I mean, I know people like have been mentioning this, and it's the spider squads, or well, I forgot the spiders in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Phantom Troop.
The Phantom
Yeah,
Troop,
the Phantom
yeah.
Troop. That's it.
Heck yeah.
And those guys, like, these are evil, like, assholes, completely degenerate sons of bitches that will not flinch at murdering entire towns to accomplish their goal. But damn, do they love each other? Like, they love each other so goddamn much. Like, when one of their homies was dead, like this guy was like swearing vengeance to go after this the person Kurapika to go after them, and like the squad that knew them like God and kill them were just like, oh fuck, like we know this person, and trying not to freak out. Like
Yeah.
it was so like so tense, and these guys are just like I know the one reason that the best I think villain in all of anime is God, I'm trying to remember his name, the clown. I can't remember it.
Hisoka.
Hisoka. Like he's only there just because he wants to fight the leader.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't even have the tattoo on there, but he still like kind of functions as part of the squad and respects them as a whole. And that's saying a lot for this guy. For this guy to
Yeah.
respect them. Like
Oh man, Hisoka is a mess of a human being. But no, I do agree with them. Like they're definitely not moral in any way. Like you could never justify all the things they do, and yet they are such unique characters and have a really cool relationship between them that you can't help but respect them, even though they do many things that would be like, whoa, this is ridiculous, this is unjustifiable, etc.
I love how like sometimes like some of our first introductions to them is just them hanging out, like doing arm wrestling contests and stuff like that. Like it's just a like chill, friendly environment, and then you realize who they actually are and what they are actually capable of doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very typical. Like, not stereotypical, I should say,
Yeah.
because like villain groups you always expect like, we hate everybody. But
Yeah,
no,
very
like, these guys are, like,
serious.
very friendly and opening, and they're like, yeah, whatever, it's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah. And they're very business oriented. Like they might take people's eyes out and sell them for money, but it's part of the job. What can you do?
just part of the.
Oh yeah,
work.
Phantom Troop is a legendary squad, not a protagonist squad, that's for sure, but definitely a
Yeah,
memorable legendary squad.
We were trying to stick more to like protagonist squads rather than like villain organizations, because we did do a full bracket on them. But like I feel like you can't not mention the Akatsuki or the Phantom Troop.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I want to talk about a bit about the Black Bulls from Black Clover,
Oh.
because we know that when Black Clover started, a lot of people were skeptical about it. They didn't like the anime, they didn't like Asta screaming. But as I think we're all coming to realize, even Anime Recon on Twitter, Black
Hey.
Clover has been getting better. The manga has always been good. And the Black Bulls, I just absolutely love that squad because they're all misfits. So they're all people that were rejected by society or had deep-seated issues. didn't fit in anywhere, and then Yami, one of the greatest mentor characters in anime, comes along, recruits them into this squad that is like the worst of the worst, an embarrassment to be a part of, and then you watch their journey as all of these different, unique, insane personalities come together and improve the squad so that it becomes one of the strongest, and it is really a joy to watch.
Very gamer.
Gamer, indeed.
I've been getting a lot of ads to talk about the Shinpaku Alliance. I know not a lot of people have seen Kenichi, but I do love the Shinpaku Federation or Shinpaku Alliance. I love how like it really all starts just by Nijima manipulating people to like join this like group. Like there was one scene that's fucking hilarious where he wears a wig and like leaves like a love letter in like a bunch of people's lockers or a bunch of the strong people's lockers, and then they read the letter and then you see him running off in the distance in like high heels and like a wig, and you just see the hair, and they all meet up in this place where a battle's about to go down, looking for their date, and they end up getting thrown into the battle through his like manipulation. But slowly throughout the series, they start to like love being part of it and have like a good time hanging out with all these people. And then they use the organization to like fight against evil and all that, or all these other evil organizations. But it really all started from like this guy just manipulating and like just being an asshole.
That fucking alien. Gotta love him.
Dude, Nijima's like on my top 50 favorite character list that we did on Rank FA. He was my second favorite character of all time.
Damn, wow.
Dude,
Okay.
well, Kenichi's like my favorite anime, that's why, so I'm definitely biased, but dude, I don't want to spoil, but that final letter that he reads off the phone was it got to me. It got to my heart. That manipulating bastard stole my heart too.
Yeah, it was you learn to love all the characters. Like Kenichi was like one of the series where all the villains slowly became good guys. Well, except for some didn't, but like a lot of them became like part of the crew.
Because Kenichi has that effect a lot, like same with a lot of other shonen protagonists, where it's like
Naruto specifically.
Exactly, where they like you have that positive effect on the people that you fight. Like he's not just fighting them physically, but also ideology. Like their ideologies are clashing as well a lot of the times.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I liked all those misfits coming together, and it was nice seeing all the different like karate styles. Well, not karate, but martial art styles. Come together and them all trying to like getting on each other's nerves, but still loving each other and helping each other out when they needed it.
Dude, if the Masters count as a squad, those guys are hilarious.
Okay, well, yeah, they do count, I think.
Yeah, Ryuzanpaku, man.
Yeah.
I really have to watch Kenichi.
That's
the next One Piece, bro. The Kenichi version.
The Kenichi. Yo, we could definitely do like a thing whenever. Like, I know we're never gonna catch up to One Piece, but if we ever do, we could do like a thing where, for example, for Rank FA, where we all watch a show and then just talk about that one show. Turn this into a book club.
Yeah.
A book club.
That's what the One Piece is feeling like. Everyone's got to read chapters 8 through 21 by next week. Come on.
Yeah, but some people are like, I'm already on 38, bro.
I can't stop.
Yeah.
Bro, I've already read it all and I can't stop.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We had Oltona in the chat saying the psychic kids. So when you say psychic kids, do you mean Psyche, Kaido, and Ghost Guy and Nendo? Because that would be the squad for me, those four. And I do love them.
Someone mentioned K-On, and that's a squad.
That is a squad.
That is a squad that changed anime as a whole, definitely, for certain. I guess I can't quite ignore that suggestion there. Those
Top
4
tier
girls, 5 by the second season, definitely changed anime as a whole just by doing cute stuff together and doing a little musical group and making some actual pretty cool music, especially at the endings. Like, you saw the K-On! Endings. Oh,
I don't know,
amazing.
man. I never gave K-On! A chance. It just doesn't look interesting to me. So I'm much more of a Haruhi / Angel Beats guy when it comes to girl music.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, Haruhi had that one music thing.
Yeah. I mean, the Haruhi squad is also a really good squad, although it's more of a secret kind of domination more than a normal friend group. It's more like Haruhi thinks it's a normal friend group, and it kind of is, but it's mainly all these like the crap. Not a specter. What is it called? Esper.
Yeah.
Esper time traveler and alien or whatever.
Alien robot.
Yeah, trying to appease basically anime god. Yeah.
Trying to appease God with some average dude.
Yeah, the SOS Brigade is definitely a classic anime squad, and
Very good
Haruhi
squad.
was one of the earlier anime I watched when I was getting into anime, and they
Yeah.
definitely left an impression on me. And I love the movie. The disappearance
yeah.
of Haruhi.
No.
Oh, so good,
It's awesome.
so good.
And in terms of like animation and stuff too, like the first season of Haruhi released in 2006, still I would argue has a higher bar for quality than like most shows coming out today. Like
Yeah.
that's how ahead of its time it was.
It was impressive as all heck. I really enjoyed Haruhi.
KyoAni's
like-
always done that, I guess, but still, like
I bet
Awesome.
that Hiding is the type of guy who saw all 8 of the Endless 8 episodes.
yeah, twice.
I knew it. I knew
I
it.
saw them too, and it was.
I saw like the
painful.
first 2 or 3, and I was like, "Fuck this!" But more power to you.
If we're talking about like we talk about Keion, which I agree with, that's a great squad. We brought up Haruhi, that's a great one. I think we've talked 2006, 2010, both of those are KyoAni. So now we gotta shoot more for the middle. I'm gonna go for 2007. I'm gonna go with the Lucky Star squad, which of course
Aw.
is Omnipotence animated. Can't beat Konata Izumi. Got blue hair. He got Kagami. I mean, a lot of their sort of personality types and archetypes. Words. A lot of their different personality quirks and archetypes are kind of fleshed out and changed a little bit in like Keion. I feel like you can kind of see some of the character similarities. That being said, the comics probably started at different times, but the KyoAni adaptations also vary quite a bit from their original 4-koma manga counterparts, because that's what they both came from, like a 4-koma manga style, similar to something like Azumanga Dao. But they obviously ended up fleshing out on their own into much more well-realized worlds, beyond just these 4-panel jokes. They become truly like fleshed out characters. I think the squad is awesome in both of them, but obviously I got to give a nod to Lucky Star. Lucky Star is great.
Yeah, I think we all understood exactly what you were saying there.
4-koma manga?
Yeah.
All of it.
I
All of
agree.
it.
I agree, Hiding.
Yeah.
Very cool. Someone mentioned the 13 court guard squad captains, but like they're the captains of 13 squads. I don't know if that
Yeah,
counts.
that doesn't
Yeah.
count. You can't be like all the magic captains, knight captains in Black Clover. are
If
their
it
own
did
squad.
count, they are super cool. They were introduced as like this absolute like force to be reckoned with in Bleach, but I wouldn't count it.
Yeah, they're not really a squad.
We got several
but-
suggestions. Sorry, go ahead, Noble.
But one suggestion that I saw that I was really poggers about, and Yogmunder, holy shit, dude. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs there.
For real.
Wowee.
But yeah, anyway, one squad that really stood out is the AnoHana squad. Like that whole dynamic. And it was a squad at first, obviously, but then in the first episode, you see one of the members dies. And then the entire series revolves around getting this friend group back together in
Yeah,
the most
that's
heart-wrenching way. Like, it's emotional, the journey, the characters of what they do, what they go through, how that death affected all of them. Like, I don't want to spoil anything because goddamn, what a fucking journey that show took me on. I loved every single second. Probably my top pick for animes that will make you cry. Like,
Yes, 100%.
One of the most
in terms
emotional
of an
series
anime,
of all time. Go ahead, sorry.
There's one anime that is only like 12 episodes or 13, and yet it will make you cry for sure. For sure. And I mean, the interesting thing about that squad is that, yeah, they're kind of not a squad at the point that the story is taking place. They're these friends who were friends when they were kids, and then they all drifted apart. So there's all these like rivalries and resentments, and then they're trying to like patch this friendship up. So there's like another dimension to it, and I really like it.
And the best thing about it is like it's there's still one guy that's been trying to do it all the time, but like Menma's really the driving force behind all of it, and just seeing the dynamic of her trying to push this is oh man, it's so good. I love every single second of it.
It is so true. Good one, guys.
So, I want to ask you guys a question, actually. So, when I first watched Steins Gate, I really only liked Okabe and Christina, but I feel like the more times I watched it, I slowly fell in love with the rest of the future gadget laboratory from Steins Gate, like the entire group. What were their names? Haru... Doo-doo-doo girl. What's her name?
M, something with an M.
I'm terrible with
Mayuri.
Mayuri, yeah.
What do you guys think
I was
about
right
that squad?
the M, everybody.
Nice.
I mean, that's an okay squad, but like the FB girl just pisses me off. I don't like her.
Yeah. I prefer Suzuha over FB Girl. I think FB Girl is my least favorite. She's not really even part of the squad.
Yeah, that's my problem with Okabe tries to make everybody part of the squad. It's like this person wants to kill you. Yeah, part of the squad. Like, fuck off a little bit. Like,
to be fair, Naruto did the kind of same shit. Like, dude,
Yeah,
this
I
guy
know.
tried to kill you.
Okay, but the fact that they were able to make the girl that was pretty annoying at the beginning with like make me fall in love with her, I feel like, yeah, it was like the first 10 episodes were a little bit slower, then afterwards, like last 10, I almost fell in love with all the characters. Especially I've rewatched the series so many times by now. I don't want to spoil anything, but when you get some scenes with Mayuri near the end, I teared up a little.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they definitely jerk your tears. Jerk them good.
Like you'd think it'd be an easy decision, Christina or Mayuri, but it wasn't.
Yeah, Mayuri's such a good childhood friend, you know. But I've been holding off. A lot of people have been suggesting it in the chat, but I've been holding off because this is obviously the greatest squad. Daiguren Dan. Team Daiguren. Greatest squad ever. Love those guys.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't mention.
I have no idea what that anime is.
What?
No. Fricks, you sounded like I should have sounded.
Yeah.
But I know Noble is trolling, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't react, but yeah, that was a
I
genuine...
fell for it. I fell for it. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, love it. No, I love, like, there's so many different characters who are part of that squad at different times, and they all bring their own unique personality into it, and there's so much sacrifice there, and, you know, overcoming, and just doing the impossible, bro. Oh, love it. I can't even. Podcast over.
Podcast over. Is there anyone else we want to mention?
I know a lot of people have really been saying this, and yeah, I agree with the Yu Yu Hakusho squad.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I just remember it said like this, Yusuke. Kurobara and Yusuke. Like that was the best bromance, I believe, in anime for the longest time. Like those guys were delinquents together, they didn't like each other much. They was beating each other up at school. But then by like as the anime progresses, they slowly are there having each other's backs. And obviously they had these other two guys. The Rose guy and Hiei, I believe is the other one's name.
The Rose guy, how disrespectful.
Dude, I don't remember.
I don't remember his name either, bro. Oh, Kurama.
Kurama's the baby, isn't he?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh.
But that's okay. But yeah, it was such an interesting dynamic of seeing Kurama. Okay, all right.
I'm like totally in a haze right now. I'm like, wait, is it the baby? I gotta check.
Oh, Koenma's the baby. Okay.
Koenma. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so long, dude. Their names, they just all blur together. But
Sorry, I called Mayuri Duturu girl.
Do-do-do.
Duturu. Sorry,
And Steins Gate's like your top 3 favorite anime of all time.
Yeah.
For
I've
sure.
watched a lot of anime. All their names blend together at this point.
No, it's
Yeah.
true. It's hard to keep track of all the names.
You don't remember the name of this one anime character from like 50 years ago?
Yeah, for real.
How dare you?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff like that with people who randomly watch like YouTube videos. Like they expect every YouTuber or podcaster or however you want to put it, if they're talking about anime, to know everything about every anime.
Which I do,
So
so
if
there's
like
no
an
problem.
Yeah. So if there's an anime that they know thoroughly and maybe the YouTuber doesn't, and they say something wrong, they're like, "Oh, you freaking amateur loser! How dare you make videos on this or
Dude.
talk about this when you know nothing? You know nothing, you fool!"
Someone commented on my video today. You haven't seen Kill la Kill. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, a little harsh for someone who I like. I didn't even say I dropped it, which is true. I dropped the series.
That is not harsh. That is not harsh.
I think it's
That is
very
not
harsh.
Comment.
What? You haven't
I got
seen
a
one
phone-
anime?
Bro, Nudist Beach from Kill la Kill, amazing squad.
Yeah, dude.
Mine wasn't even a criticism, but right before I joined the call, I got a really funny comment that just said, "Thanks, Gigik."
Oh my god.
That was the comment.
I hate YouTube comments so much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
I said no problem. That's what I replied.
So we had two suggestions that I'm definitely not gonna talk about. And I'm just gonna bring them up now so that no one else brings them up. We had the Oran Host Club and the Sailor Scouts. No, okay, no,
What's wrong with them?
they're not cool.
But they're
Oh.
fighting evil by moonlight and winning love by daylight. You know.
Ooh.
Okay,
Can't
that is a
argue
good
with
song.
that.
That is a good song, but they're not.
That sounds like something I would stand by.
Back to what Noble was saying before about I feel like Kuwabara and Urameshi are like a good duo, like a good bromance, and then like Hiei and Kurama are good characters, but like the squad altogether, I don't know if it's a top tier squad, my man.
Get back here, Urameshi.
Like I love them all
I
individually.
it was mostly about the bromance between Yusuke and Kuwabara.
Yeah,
I feel
agree.
like that was the squad right there, dude.
Can two people be a squad? Nah, that's
Yeah,
a
why
duo.
not? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Two people is a duo.
I'm just messing.
We definitely have to talk about the Seven Deadly Sins.
Ooh, we
I think-
haven't talked about the Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, we haven't yet. The Seven Deadly Sins are a great squad as well. All unique types of creatures, different powers. And obviously they're not all as fleshed out as the others. But for example, within that squad having, Bon and Meliodas' friendship, then Escanor and his relationship with Merlin or the lack thereof. Yeah, there's a lot of going on there. King and Diane, obviously. Gother exists. So yeah.
Gother exists.
He just exists
No
being an
love for
asshole.
Gother.
Yeah.
I mean, Gother is an interesting character, but he kind of becomes less relevant as the story goes on, His backstory is intriguing, but
feels bad.
I think it's another similar case where it's like they're all good characters, and I like the relationship between Meliodas and Bon, and I love Escanor as a character, and even his relationship with Merlin, and I'm indifferent towards King and Diane, but I like their relationship as well, and like there's a bunch of awesome relationships, and they're all good individual characters, but like as a squad, nothing stands up to the Straw Hat Pirates.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
I do like
They're all bros there.
They are
They're
all bros.
I do like
my
how
favorite.
Go ahead,
In the Straw Hat Pirates was like when freaking like Luffy was talking to Frankie. It's just like, yeah, he's gonna put a bubble on and everything's gonna be fine. And like the underwater, and then like Luffy's like, yeah, I get it. So he's like this guy's like friend and they're related by thing. And then Frankie just looks at him after saying the dumbest shit, and he's just like, yeah, sure, man. It's just like, yeah, that's about right.
You know how much I fell in love with this like group when like literally filler. I can just watch them mess around and do stupid shit. I don't care because I love all the characters and I love their interactions. Like Sanji and Zoro, low-key hate each other, but like also like don't. And then you have like Chopper, Usopp, and Luffy all freaking out at Frankie's like what's it called, like new invention and like having all their star eyes, like their transformations and everything. Oh, they're all so good.
And then the girls are just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I refuse to be a part of that. Like, oh, come on, Robin, do it.
Oh yeah, like when they put chopsticks in their like nose to mouth, and it's like they're trying to convince Robin and Nami to do it. Oh, it's too good.
Yeah, God, it's
I
hilarious.
don't know who most of these people are that you're talking about, but I look forward to finding out.
On the One Piece Virgin.
Yes.
Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, twitch.tv/rankcafe. But anyway, we have a lot of people talking about the Assassination Classroom from Assassination Classroom. But I don't know. I feel like there are some really great characters in there, but I don't necessarily think all of them are as memorable as some of them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love Koro Sensei and Nagisa and Karma and a few of the others, but I don't know if the whole class can be considered a squad. Just like with Class 1A from like MHA, there are some great characters there, but I wouldn't consider them all as memorable and as part of one coherent squad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deku and Bakugo existing like rips that squad apart. It's just that alone.
Well, Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki now are part of the Endeavor class squad or Endeavor Pro Hero Office squad.
The gamer
Wow.
squad, yeah.
The Gamer squad.
Does anyone here play Apex? I'm so sad. I'm gonna end. We're gonna end. We're gonna.
You wanna play
We're gonna end this stream, and I'm gonna just play by myself or not play. I need a squad, boys. I need a squad.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I still
don't
haven't
play
played Apex, but when I was streaming Last of Us Last, Nux messaged me about it. He's like, "Hey man, you need to get Apex."
He tells me to download it too all the time, but I'm like, bro, I hate first-person shooters. Like, I really
Fine
don't
with
care for them
first-person
at all.
shooters. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not as much on them as like other stuff.
Like, I'll play stuff.
Yeah.
I'll play like Age of Empires related stuff, like strategy and shit.
Yeah, like Dark Souls. Yeah. Ooh,
I
the
fucking
plunging
love
attack
Dark
is the
Souls,
most
man.
Powerful attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Code
Okay,
Vein was
I
such
think
a
something
good-
happened with hiding, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something's going
But I
on.
went-
finished
he
a
went
full
fu-
run on stream, and I died like less than 15 times. I was
That's,
so happy.
I've died more than 15 times to the gargoyles. God damn it!
I died on the first try. I didn't die to a single boss. Like I did a no death run of all the bosses up until Quelaag. So like I one hit killed the gargoyles and Capradine. Sorry, this is really off thing now, but
I mean, I appreciate it. I don't know if anyone else does.
I beat Ornstein Smo second try.
Wow.
Smile, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, Pokimane is streaming right now, so I would definitely not be playing Apex after this.
Oh man, that's your biggest rival right there. What are you gonna do?
She's not our rival. She's our inspiration.
Oh,
She
okay.
is.
Sorry.
Tier 3 subs unite. Tier 3 subs unite.
We had
Carson gang. Carson.
Blessed Up talking about Band of the Hawk. That's a whole army. That's not really a squad.
Uh,
I could give you like four more pairings of Karasuno squads. I mean, do like the Karasuno hype squad with Kyoko Yachi Takeda, which is the guy with the glasses, the Sayako, which is Tanaka's sister, and those two old guys from the old Karasuno team. Yeah, those guys. All right, the guys in the bleachers whenever they're in their games. Yeah, that's a good squad.
I have to. We can't end this episode before I mention the Keijo squad, bro.
Mm.
wow, the Keijo. Oh,
Keijo's that's my jam.
I'm-
That.
yeah.
What the hell are you doing here, teacher? And interspecies reviewer. I think those speak to me on a personal level.
Mhm.
Clearly, a man of
You only
if
seen one
culture,
episode, and you're like, yeah, that's
philosophy.
personal.
taste.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it's true. Interspecies reviewer is still going on, so they could totally screw it up and end up being lame. But
I
I
mean,
don't
doubt
think
it.
they
The
will.
first 3 episodes were very entertaining.
Yeah, I've had friends who've read the entire manga, and like the
Yeah,
adaptation so far is like really good. From what
Okay,
Very
cool.
faithful. It's better than the manga.
cool.
Yeah.
Then I will continue watching for sure.
hmm
I was saying, describe yourself in 3 anime challenge. Just throw those in there. And then honorable mentions, Energy Kyoka.
Honorable mentions: the Lunch Club. They've only been properly together for about a week, but I'd say the Lunch Club is also it's a good group. Call Me Carson and Slimesicle and all those guys. Best
Yeah.
anime squad. Yeah.
I guess do harems count as squads with Issei?
It depends. Like, for Konosuba, yes, but not like just random.
I would say High School DxD counts as a squad.
It is a squad.
100%.
It is a squad. Yeah, and they do like help each other out, and with battles and schools and sex. I mean, all that other stuff.
That's a different type of squad.
And that is different type of squad. Yeah, but
Squad up.
I mean, something was up.
Yeah.
The Euro
Oh my
Camp
God.
Camping Squad. That's a good.
Oh,
step
co-
forward.
oh,
Yeah, we got Rin Shima. We got Nadeshiko, whatever her last name is.
Listen.
Yeah.
Whenever we have like a moe cute girls doing cute things episode, which will never happen, we were gonna have hiding on it for sure. Talk about Yuru Camp,
Just him by
Talk about-
himself.
Just
about-
me.
Antarctica anime, talking about K-On, all that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, Moe
direct-
Blobs. I don't know. That's a hard one to get on board with.
I watch a bit of everything.
No, I mean, I start these and they're like cute, they're fine, I don't mind them, but I lose interest and then I don't end up continuing. I don't know. It's just, I guess it doesn't speak to me on like a philosophical level or an action level.
Yeah.
And that's why, because I've watched philosophical anime without a lot of action and enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, much
But-
like what the hell are you doing here, teacher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that one has action.
Oh,
I'll have
We'll
to
just
know.
watch School Live. Yeah,
And
there you go.
philosophy.
There's your cute girls doing cute things in a post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, no big
Yeah, have you ever tried? Oh yeah, well, School Live. School Live is a good one. Definitely like a, as the cool kids say, subversion, or whatever
Yeah,
that
well,
means.
Madoka Magica, right? It's also a cute girls doing not so cute things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that there's obviously philosophy and stuff there.
You should try those two out though. You should try Noble's recommendation of School Live, and then you should try Girls Last Tour from 2017, which is very philosophical.
Well,
Like,
I've heard of that when they're just driving around in a tank, and it's probably about like the pitfalls of socialism or something.
nope, they're trying to find the last remaining human beings. They're like
Yeah.
part of the ending of humanity after a giant war. And it basically comes down to like what it means to be human, what it means to leave a legacy. Like there's some, it starts out very simple, like very like non-assuming, but there's some episodes that genuinely hit really hard. And the ending is like probably one of the most like bleak endings to anything I've ever read. It's really good.
I'm not a fan of bleak endings. I'll have you know right now.
Yeah. I think Girls Last Tour is kind of a little bit of a letdown, honestly, but it's okay. It's not like horrible.
Well, it's mainly like whenever it shines, it really shines. Like if you don't like Moe Blob stuff, then it might be boring for part of the time. But like specifically the part with the robot and the last living fish, like that whole episode, it has a little bit of action, I guess. That's probably the only action in the whole series. But like that segment right there, it has to do with like obviously ideas of like what it means to be human. It has to do with meaning, like messages and philosophy of like what creates purpose. How do you create your own purpose? Do people have the right to take away purpose from others? Like what establishes the authority over, like there's so many nice, just in that one episode. Like I think that one episode's like a masterpiece. Like episode 7 or 8 or something.
But is it better than Gunslinger Girl?
In the philosophy department?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Depends, I guess.
It depends
What
on
about-
the person.
What
really.
about Gunslinger Girl Il Teatrino?
Is any of it as good as the opening to Die Buster? No. Is any of anything we've talked about as good as the opening of Die Buster? No. Everyone should listen to the opening of Die Buster. It's great.
I don't know.
That's my resolution.
What about the Fooly Cooly soundtrack?
Oh, the Fully Cooley soundtrack's awesome. But like,
All right,
it's the
moving
same
on to the
character
next.
designer for Fully Cooley and
next
Die Buster.
squad, Black Lagoon Squad, which is just pretty much carried by Revy.
Oh yeah, Black Lagoon Squad is pretty dope. You got Rock, you got Revy, you got other two dudes.
You got Revy,
it.
you got Revy,
Just Revy.
Yeah.
It's literally just Revy.
and
Oh,
it's still one of the
Barefoot
fucking
Gen?
best squads.
Barefoot Gen has a great squad. It's basically just Gen's radiation-riddled body and everyone else being dead. Very good squad. Very good squad.
Nice.
Someone
You know what
was
else is a
telling me
great
to talk
squad?
about the
Oh,
someone was
sorry, go on. Noble.
yeah, someone was telling me to say, no, but what about the Railgun Squad? And I was just like, well, the Railgun Squad is not really a squad. Kuroko, the lesbian that's super like lesbo for Misaka, I mean, she's there, but it's mostly just Makoto taking care of everything. It really is just her doing all the grunt work. And yes, sometimes you have the other girls doing like finding a rumor or the other girl talking to like the police, and that's about it. There's nothing. It's not really a squad there.
You know what is a good squad though that I like? The what's it called? The student council in Code Geass.
Oh,
That's a good squad.
Mm.
It's like I like that anime. It's like a whole war is going on, and yet the microcosm of everything is within the school council.
I was gonna say the school council was every time they pop up would just annoy me. I'm like, why is that even involved? It doesn't even need to be here, and the anime would still be good. I think
No, but Lelouch and Suzaku are part of the council, right? So that's the whole tension and craziness. So is Colin. So yeah, I mean, it is an interesting counter dynamic or just a juxtaposition to the actual fight going on between Zero and the Britannian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, any more squads, or are we gonna call it a stream?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm looking around my room to see if I'm missing
Yeah, like
anything.
looking at your poster.
Literally
oh, yeah,
every
let me
possible
check my
one we can
figures.
find.
I see the straw hats again.
The Straw Hats. Well, let's talk about more about the Straw Hat Pirates. My favorite.
Yeah, I would say that some people mention Attack on Titan. I mean, if you consider all the
Absolutely not.
Okay, relax. If you consider like the whole Survey Corps a squad, but that's a bit, that's a whole army unit. But there are some cool characters in Attack on Titan for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely more story driven, and like a lot of the characters I start to like become a fan of a lot later in the story. But like off of like the beginning, I would not count. Even if it does count as a squad, I wouldn't say it's that great of a squad.
And like how some guys saying Agami got kill squad, and I'm just like, what squad, fam?
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, Samurai Champloo, we got suggested by Joel in the chat. Samurai Champloo, yeah. So if we consider Mugen, Jin, and the girl, what's the girl's name?
Girl. Yeah.
Mugen, Jin, and girl. Is a cool squad.
Yeah, the contrast between Mugen and Jin is awesome. Like especially just their fighting styles, but also their attitudes. Is really cool. But also,
Yeah,
girl's good. Girl's great.
For some reason, this reminds me of, I don't know why. Maybe I just watched it at a similar time. But it reminds me of Kids on the Slope. And that's a pretty good squad, too.
Ooh, I love Kids on the Slope. It was actually so good.
Yeah.
The ending was a little bit underwhelming, but I feel like that was the point.
Oh, yeah, I know. The ending was underwhelming. Same thing with, like, School Rumble. School Rumble has such great moments. But then the ending is underwhelming.
People are getting really pissed off that we haven't talked about JoJo's. Didn't we talk about JoJo's?
Yeah, we did. We talked about
briefly
Stardust.
mentioned them.
Yeah,
we talk about Stardust
specifically
Crusaders.
mentioned Stardust.
People are talking about Bucciarati's crew from Part 5. I mean, yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm not... To me, they're not some of the best ever, but they are some of the best, most recent ones.
Yeah, Steel Pinball Game from Part 84. Probably my favorite group.
Yeah,
Steel Pinball Game. Yeah. That's the best group in JoJo's. Very knowledgeable about JoJo's here. Very knowledgeable.
Part 84 is when it gets
Wait,
real.
Heidi, have you actually not seen JoJo's?
I've only seen part of Part 1 so far.
Dude,
Oh.
dude, you'll love it though. You'll actually love it. You have to pick it up.
Even
As
my
a guy
girlfriend
who-
liked it.
As a guy who dropped most of those Moe anime after only a few episodes, I shouldn't criticize you, but I'll be a hypocrite and criticize you. Shame.
I didn't drop it. It's on hold.
Oh yeah, Antarctica is on hold for me too.
I haven't watched Antarctica actually.
You haven't?
Nah, that dig didn't work.
All right,
I haven't
fine.
seen that one. Da-da-da.
I also dropped Recreators and I will never pick it up.
I also
Same.
haven't seen that one. Da-da-da.
But it's a modern classic. How could you not see it?
It is a modern classic. I've heard that. It's like it's probably the best show of our generation, right?
We're gonna say best best gamer
It
moment.
was.
Wow,
Sorry.
Recreators is the
Gamer
best
moment.
gamer moment of
Oh, he's
the last
thinking about the
decade.
resolution, eh?
I can't believe we didn't mention. Recon's gonna be pissed. We didn't mention Kirito and his whole harem, including Klein.
The best squad ever.
Yeah,
Who?
the Kirito praisers should be their name. They're like, Kirito, you're so great. I wish I could be like you, Kirito.
Kirito, carry us more, please.
Kirito, not only are you so great, but I would like to sleep with you. Kirito.
I'm really lost. Who are you talking about?
I have no
It's
idea.
the guy from Berserk.
Oh,
Yeah, the Black Swordsman.
Okay, yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard of that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Swordsman. Yeah.
Black Swordsman guy. Yeah, don't worry about him.
Yeah.
The real squad is the people who actually stand Sword Art Online, because there's probably only 4 of them.
Yeah, but
I mean-
yeah.
It's not awful.
It's not. It absolutely
awful.
isn't. I'm just playing. But like, it just gets way more hate than it deserves. But it's also not good.
Yeah, it has good moments. So I actually wanted to give Alicization a try, but I dropped it. It was stupid.
No, it was so boring. But apparently, the second half of Alicization is actually really good.
I know, but like if the first half doesn't keep
Shit.
you motivated, then yeah.
I feel that tends to be like my thought process on everything Sword Art Online. It's like, oh my god, those first 4 episodes were great, but then they ruined the rest of the first season. And then it's like, oh, I kind of like little bits of the second season, and then it could never finish strong or could never start strong. And Kirito's boring. But
Oh
I got
yes,
through
thank
6
you.
episodes.
Thank you. Your blurred girl reminds me Cowboy Bebop squad.
Oh, how did we
yeah,
forget
Yeah,
them?
that's a good one.
Yeah, I would have been pissed if I forgot that because I was just thinking earlier during the stream that how much I love Ed, Ein, Spike, Jet, and Faye when they're in the spaceship together, and when they're interacting together, it is some of the best things in anime. Even the dubbed is so amazing. I usually never watch dubs, but for Cowboy Bebop, I've watched both, and I love their interaction. The dubs, the voice acting is impeccable, absolutely amazing squad.
Yeah.
The mushroom episode was, but otherwise amazing.
Also, in regards to
and
what
I
I was
feel bad-
saying about Sword Art Online, I just wanted to say, like, I feel like another reason why it gets a lot of hate is because it does have those good moments. So then you get like, you almost want it to be something good, and then it kind of just like crushes you by not being good. So it's almost, you hate it more for letting you down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like what happened with Darling in the Bronx. Like no one likes that anymore.
Nope.
Is that ending?
I like how you said Franks.
Is it Franks or
It's
Franks?
skill.
I don't know.
No, yeah, that's good. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
That's good.
what it is. Most people say Franks, but it might be just.
Darling in the Franks.
Yeah, that's what I just.
Okay,
I-
Nux. Thank you for clarifying that.
But the one squad that we have to mention, probably one of anime's most blown up squads, everybody loves them, Team Rocket. Like,
Oh, such cringe. Talking about iconic squads, you would have to put them in.
I
But-
mean, yeah, it's Jesse and James and Meowth, dude, and Wobbuffet there too. Wobbuffet's now like
Wow.
a mainstay. Like, come on,
They
man.
had Ekans and Coughing before, and Lickitung, and yeah.
Yeah, they got booted, unfortunately. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think they came back actually, didn't they? I don't know, but
Who knows?
yeah, I mean, like they're always there trying to steal the Pikachu, but at the same time, like they're helping like Ash as well.
It's like they don't give a shit anymore. It's like, yeah, we're gonna steal Pikachu, whatever. Let's just help.
We're
Ash,
clearly not
whatever.
going to face any repercussions for all our failures.
Yeah.
Might as well just pretend.
I've heard, you know what's hilarious? They ended up like they forgot that they were even part of Team Rocket. Like the higher ups in Team Rocket, or they had no one like managing them.
Yeah, like the only worse bureaucracy than the European Union is the Team Rocket organization. They have no idea what's going on anywhere.
Yeah, Giovanni's just like, I don't give a fuck anymore, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's all about Team Magma. I turned the entire world to land.
We have Epic Predator, cool name, saying the Devil is a part-timer squad. Yeah, they're a pretty sick squad. I like them. Like some of them supposed to like hate and want to kill each other, but then they end up a squad.
I just love how they all came to Earth and they wanted to go back instantly, and they like slowly fall in love with the world. Even what's his name, Lucifer. Lucifer ends up becoming like a weeb, or like a
Yeah.
it's like a gamer. He's like this world is awesome. I'm not going home.
I get to
Any
do
other
a game,
squads?
order everything online. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other squads, or should we wrap it up?
Anyone
there's
from
infinite
Furu
squads.
Metaru Akumesta Bazahudo?
Well, I mean,
That's
Got
more just the brothers.
The
it's
Sins.
more the brothers featuring some people sometimes, kind of, because like
Yeah.
It's kinda
Winry
almost
doesn't travel
alternating.
with them, right? Winry doesn't travel with them, and when she's around, it's cool, but I wouldn't consider her part of the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said the Avatar squad, but I'm like, anime? Question mark.
Yeah, not an anime, but sick squad.
Yeah.
How about though
Fuck
the
you.
Sakura
Fight
fans?
me. Sorry.
Sakura fan squad?
Sakura fans.
I guess it's a good way to end because they don't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for joining us for this squad discussion. There are some amazing squads in anime, and we love them deeply. Thank you, Hiding in Public and Noble from Lost Pause, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Check out their YouTube channels. You just gotta Google Lost Pause and Hiding in Public. We'll also have it on YouTube when this comes out. We'll have the links in the description. Also joining me, of course, was my good bro, Briggs, from the YouTube channel All Day Anime.
But of course, and be sure to tune in on Tuesday for the Yayo Yayo boys.
The Yayo Yayo Boys, correct. The One Piece Virgin podcast, Tuesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on rancafe.tv or twitch.tv/rancafe. We're also going to have a link to the Rancafe podcast in the description of this episode of this podcast. So if you're listening as a podcast and you want to check it out, we'll have the link there for you. Thank you guys for joining me and spending your valuable time with us And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang.
Perfect.
Did you just full counter my
Perfect.
shot?
Full counter. Make it come back. Twice as strong.
As expected of my own attacks.